buyers out there, if you're looking to purchase a condo, there's a buying opportunity. If we look at all the different freehold homes, so that means detached houses, semi-detached houses, and townhouses. We finished February with just over 1,000 active listings. If we were to compare that to the condo inventory, we are at almost 4,000 available units for purchase. Developers are also offering tons of incentives right now to purchase condos. We are in a scenario that I haven't seen in years. Hey there, people. We are going to talk about how I think that we have kind of a 3 to 6 week window for condo buyers to take advantage of lower price points. All right, so let's jump right into it. I'm really excited to talk about the current condo buying opportunity that exists here in the city of Toronto. And I put a lot of emphasis into every single word there because I don't know if people truly understand the buying opportunity that exists right now in the condo market in the city of Toronto. So let's quickly just look at some of the numbers to give you some perspective into what I see and what some other realtors see right now in the market in the city of Toronto. So when we look at housing types, and if we just look at inventory, so if you were to look at a snapshot by the end of February, because these stats are from February, where we're at in terms of inventory in the market. So if we look at all the different freehold homes, so that means detached houses, semi-detached houses, and townhouses, so non-condominium product, we finished February with just over 1,000 active listings. So to put that in perspective, if we were to compare that to the condo inventory, we are at, by the end of February, we had, and this is both condominium apartments, which includes lofts, and condo townhouses, there were just over, or just almost 4,000 available units for purchase when it comes to condominium type product in the city of Toronto. So that's a massive gap. There's 3,000 more properties available on the condo side when we compare condos to houses. Now, some of you watching this may say, okay, no, like you're comparing a tiny little condo to a big house. And yes, I am comparing those two, but I would encourage many of you to watch some of our other videos when it comes to condo life and actually thinking about the space you use on a day-to-day basis. But let's push that aside for one now and let's just look at the numbers. And for those of you looking to purchase a condo right now, you've already decided that, hey, you want to live in a condo or an apartment or in a condo townhouse. There is a massive opportunity right now in the market to purchase that product, because while on the house side, we are trending towards a seller's market, in the condo market, we are firmly in a buyer's market. So that means in most cases, when you're looking to purchase a condo, there is negotiating room. So another metric you can look at is the average selling price as a percentage. So most condos are selling under 100% of the ask price, meaning there is likely in most cases some negotiating room when a condo is advertised for sale, right? So when you look at that selling price, you can likely negotiate it down a little bit. On the house side, there is no negotiation whatsoever because houses are firmly over 100% of the asking price. So most houses, when you see this asking price, it is in most cases selling for above their asking price. So very easy to see just from those numbers that we are in a scenario where there is likely an opportunity for you to buy a condo, be able to negotiate on price, negotiate your terms, include conditions in your offer, and do your proper due diligence to purchase that type of property because there's also less competition for it. And even when we look at pricing, so we look at pricing in some of these areas, especially when I look at like in the West End, W01, so that's like Bloor West Village, we're getting some Hyde Park, pricing is down about 7% in that area when we look at year over year. When we look at W02 and W03, pricing down 4 and 3% respectively. So these are some of the under the radar neighborhoods, right? So we're talking Fairbank, we're talking Weston, we're talking St. Clair and Old Weston. So that's Carlton Village area. Some of these neighborhoods with a lot of brand new condo product, actually, especially when we look at Carlton Village area. You have like Scout condos over there, Reunion condos, brand new buildings, prices trending down. There's certainly deals to be had in some of these neighborhoods. And then when we look at some of the more kind of traditional condo areas, when people think condos in the city of Toronto, we look at CO1 and C10. These are some of the neighborhoods right downtown in the core, and CO8. In every single one of those neighborhoods, we're looking at year over year pricing that is down over last year, right? So CO1 is down almost 3%, CO is down 7%, C10 is down almost 4%. So right now, again, especially when we look at numbers compared to last year, and last year numbers were already trending down in condos. So we're getting kind of a further discount over the already discounted prices of last year. Now, because the house market has already started to kind of turn the corner and numbers are starting to trend slightly upwards there, and that combined with today the Bank of Canada announcing that they're holding rates again, and most of the prevailing thoughts within the financial sector is that the Bank of Canada at some point will likely start to cut rates. I mean, the Premier of Ontario has already asked the Bank of Canada to look at a rate cut in the near future. So there's some political pressure from different voices within Canada for the Bank of Canada to start pushing rates back down and start to make things a little bit more affordable. It's a double-edged sword, especially here in the city of Toronto, because once those rates start to get cut, start to get pushed down, I'm sure a lot of you know what that likely means. What will happen to house pricing will likely start to push up. So house prices have already started to push up, and condos generally lag houses by a few months when it comes to price growth, right? So usually condos are the first one to fall, but then condos are usually the last ones to start seeing price increases. So what I'm seeing right now on the ground is that condo prices haven't really started to push upwards, and inventory is still a little stagnant, but I don't anticipate that to last for much longer. So as the house market continues to tighten, we'll then start seeing some of those smaller home purchasers, or people who may not have the budget for some of these home purchases. As home prices continue to trend upwards, they're going to start to flock back into the condo market. And then as rates come down, we're going to see a lot of new buyers, people who were renting, who will now start coming back into the condo market. And then inevitably, that'll likely start to put pressure again on pricing inventory in the condo market, which will likely start to see condo prices start to trend upwards. We'll like to start to see competition come back to the market. We'll likely also start to see less incentives from developers. And this is something I haven't really touched on. Especially when we look at the neighborhood you talk about, Carlton Village, there's a couple of new developments there that had completed over the course of the last year to 18 months, and these developers still have inventory. And these developers are offering wild incentives for people to purchase some of this stagnant inventory. So whether it be stagnant inventory or even buildings that are about to start construction or at different phases of construction, developers are also offering tons of incentives right now to purchase condos. We are in a scenario that I haven't seen in years. I think the last time we saw condos in this state were probably, this was probably like 2013, 2012, when I saw this many like incentives on the new condo side and a lot of condo product just kind of stagnating, right? When we listed a condo, we very well knew it could take 30, 40, 60 days for a condo to sell. We are back in that mode right now. It's unlikely to stay here for much longer. So buyers out there, if you're looking to purchase a condo, number one, watch some of our other condo videos. We break down whether if you're a family looking to buy in a condo, we have the top 6 things to avoid when purchasing a condo. What else? We have done videos on maintenance fee myths, Watch some of those videos, get educated, and then give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you find a condo, whether it be in one of the under the radar neighborhoods or some of the more kind of traditional condo neighborhoods downtown. We know these areas, we know these buildings, we know them very, very well. We have clients who buy and sell in these buildings all the time. Hit us up. Our Calendly link is down below. We'd be more than happy to chat about where you're at right now, what you want to buy, where we see growth, and we can certainly help. We can create a search and tailor the search for what you need. Anyhow, so that's it. We broke down why we think right now there's a huge opportunity in the condo market for condo purchasers out there. Again, if you want to buy a condo, if you're interested in buying a condo, if you absolutely hate condos and you don't think they should exist, please put it in the comments down below. We love to see all the comments, both positive and negative. They're all good. I'll throw some banter in there. I'll give you some sarcastic replies if I think your comments are a little off base, but don't take it personal. It's all love. That's it for today's show. So remember, in real estate, as in life, the next big thing might just be where you least expect it. So remember, stay educated, stay positive, and until next time, peace out.